Yo, everyone, it's Brunson 3 in the house. Let's hit it. But first, I'm gonna sell some of my other clothing I don't need. You know, that Babcock name almost is like Badcock, a furniture company. Wonder if they're related.
See if there's something you need. It's been a pleasure.
Incendio! Expelliarmus! Stupid one! Confringo!
Well, those were easy.
I could be used for better things than this so-called patrol. Calls him nothing. No one is ready.
What do we have here?
No.
Revelio. I may have more luck higher up in the keep. Patricius Totalis. Revelio. Praxis Totalis. Revelio. What went on here, I wonder? A ladder. That's what I need. Revelio. Praxis Totalis. Revelio. Goodness. Not a party to attend by myself.
The area's still clear.
This is the spot on the map. I'd best have my wits about me.
Crap! Get away!
Leviosa, Descendo. Confringo. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Revelio.
Oh, that's peculiar.
What will we find in here?
Revelio.
No witch or... Is somebody there? Hello?
Accio.
It's punishment to us all to have that miserable human around.
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
It looks as though Adelaide's instincts were spot on.
Confringo. Revelio. Accio. Accio. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Revelio.
We're close to a break.
Revelio.
He'll learn his lesson after being locked away. You can count on him.
Revelio.
Revelio.
The wizards will have no choice but to submit to us.
Revelio.
Next time I see Fig or that student, I'll give them what they deserve.
Confringo. Revelio. Revelio. A boiler door. How to open it? Patricius Totalis. Revelio.
Confringo. Incendio.
I won't rest.
Expelliarmus. Glacius. Incendio.
I won't rest until you're
Expelliarmus.
dead.
Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. 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 Confringo. Revelio.
I wonder if Adelaide's uncle could be down here.
Confringo. Protector. Confringo. Incendio. Expelliarmus.
I will.
Revelio.
Ranrock's vision of goblins ruling over wizards will be fulfilled. One way or another, we'll get what we're earned. I won't rest until you're dead.
Accio.
No!
I
will make you pay. Such arrogance.
Expelliarmus.
I won't rest until you're dead.
Leviosa. Descendo. Arresto. Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
I won't rest until you're dead.
Depulso. Flipendo.
You find this
You've one less follower, Ranrock. Revelio. Revelio.
This must be Mr. Oakes's wand. Perhaps now he can set himself free.
Revelio.
Purgit is a goblin rebel who fights under Ranrock's banner. He's notorious for his callousness towards everyone except for those he truly fears or admires. Wow.
Revelio. 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 Revelio.
Hello? Mr. Oakes?
Yes, I'm here. They've taken my wand. This cell has an enchanted lock. I have experience with these locks, but I need my wand if I have any chance of opening it. Look for a boiler door. I've heard them speak of it.
Fortunately, I've already found your wand, Mr. Oakes.
Oh, you found it! Pass it to me. Hurry, before they come. I must get out. Hurry! My wand. Oh, thank Merlin. Thank you. You did it! I found my wand and... Wait, you're a student? Oh, we must get you to safety immediately. It's dangerous.
It's all right, Mr. Oakes. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Dear Merlin, you're either very lucky or very talented. Well, how did you find me?
I'm a friend of Adelaide's. She was worried about your business with Ranrock's loyalists.
Oh, she was right to be. I couldn't go through with the agreement, and when I told them, I ended up blindfolded and behind bars. Been locked in that infernal cell for so long, they'd forgot I was even there. I overheard things. If only I could reward you for what you've done. Blasted goblins stole every Knut on me. All I can say is thank you, truly.
You mentioned you overheard things.
Sad tale, really. I think I know where Ranrock's unfortunate vendetta against wizardkind began. Although dragon breeding was outlawed by the Warlocks Convention of 1709, Ranrock stumbled upon an illegal dragon camp. He was young, found the creatures fascinating. He'd visit the camp in secret whenever he could, never making his presence known. After weeks of sly surveillance, he finally summoned the courage to speak to the wizard in charge. Ranrock wanted to join them, and the creatures. The wizard happened to drop his wand. Ranrock saw an opportunity. He picked it up, went to hand it back as a means of introducing himself. The sight of a goblin with a wand sent the wizard into an instant rage. He beat Ranrock nearly to death. Ever since, Ranrock has despised wizard kind, sees us all as cruel.
Am I right that you speak gobbledygook?
Unbeknownst to Ranrock's fiends, I do. I've always had an affinity for goblin culture. Knew I wanted to be a metal trader ever since I was a lad. It wasn't easy learning the language. It's complex, and my memory's as weak as my knees these days. But after decades working with fine goblin folk, I grew fairly proficient. At least, I'd like to think so.
I'm grateful I was able to help you, Mr. Oakes. Adelaide thinks the world of you.
Oh, and I her. She's become quite savvy to my trading habits, always analyzing my detailed owls. If only I hadn't resorted to trading with such fiends. A lesson I shan't soon forget. Having my wand back is like being reunited with an old friend. I must return home and inform Adelaide of my safety. Will you be all right?
I'll be fine, Mr. Oakes. You get back to Adelaide. I assure you, her worries outweigh yours.
Oh, I'm anxious to see my dear niece. And then I plan to travel far from here for my next round of trading. Thank you. May life reward you justly for your deeds. Be well, my friend.
Mr. Oakes was lucky. Ranrock's lot would never have freed him.
Revelio. Confringo! Revelio.
Pitiful, truly.
Revelio.
This castle's hiding all sorts of secrets. This looks like trouble.
Son fig.
Revelio. Confringo. Defender. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Revelio.
You're back. Nice to see you again.
Up and take my money.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
I'll fix him, that charm grinder.
Sir, is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ariteri Binns, and no, it is not. I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex-business partner, a conniving fiend by the name of Alfred Lawley. He cut me out of our herbology supply business, just as we were getting started. Said I was too volatile to work with. I'll show him volatile.
That must have been frustrating for you.
Yes, it was. Terribly. I'm simply passionate about my work. Supercilious fool. He's passionate about things too, as I intend to remind him by relieving him of his prized possession. A venomous tentacula he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our business venture. I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's doing, no doubt. But no one would suspect a student. How would you feel about committing some grand plant larceny?
You said Mr. Lawley was your ex-business partner. What were you working on?
I had an idea to train venomous tentacula, create guard plants, if you will, that attacked when ordered. We hit a snag when one ate Lawley's Kneasel. After that, he cut me out of the business, the short-sighted fiend.
Why do you need Mr. Lawley's venomous tentacula in particular?
Simple. If I have it, then Lawley doesn't. Ergo, I can launch my business, and he must start all over again. I'm killing 2 snidgets with 1 stone.
What else is in Mr. Lawley's cellar?
All of Lawley's herbology supplies. He has quite the collection. Fill your pockets while you're there. Or to slow him down for a bit. And I can get my business going minus any competition.
I'll get the venomous tentacular for you.
Marvelous. I know a fellow seeker of justice when I see one. Take as many herbology supplies as you like while you're in his cellar. All I ask is that you bring me the venomous tentacular. Remember, I just need that venomous tentacular.
Mr. Barnes, about that venomous tentacular you wanted me to get.
Bring it to me. That'll show my
Mr. Barnes,
Bring it to me. That'll show my ex-business partner not to mess with me.
He seems to hold grudges. Very vengeful.
You should be proud of all the potions you've brewed. Revelio. Revelio.
This must be the cellar. Now to find that venomous tentacular. Revelio. Better not let Mr. Lawley see me. is that venomous tentacula? Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Incendio. Now that I have the venomous tentacula, I should return to Mr. Barnes. Revelio.
Completed that.
Hello, Mr. Barnes. I have that venomous tentacula.
Wish I could see Lawley's face when he realizes his prized possession is gone. We'll see who's volatile now. Well done. I'll take it off your hands now.
Of course. Glad to hand it over, frankly.
I shall make an ocean of galleons, and Lawley's business will be sunk. Here's a little something for your next trip to Zonko's. Oh, to see the look on Lawley's face the next time he wanders down to his cellar.
glad you came.
Hello, Sirona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. In fact, we're working together to try and rein in Ranrock.
Are you? I suspected you and he would get along. Perhaps best I don't know details of your plans. And I shall refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I've actually met Mrs. Sprottle. I recently spoke with her about her friend Claire Beaumont.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Hello, Sirona. You were hoping I'd check on a friend of yours, weren't you?
Yes, my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield, north of Hogsmeade. Her husband Aidan recently passed away, and she needs help collecting hawk lumps. I'd also hoped you could find my box of letters.
I think I know what she's talking about. I think I already completed that task, though. To Horklump Cave. Yeah. I did it.
Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle? Nice to see you again, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect hawk lumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawk lumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting hawk lumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather hawk clumps and collect the box of letters there.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Oh, goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those hawk clumps. I, and the vendors I help, would greatly appreciate it.
Hello again, Mrs. Sprottle.
Hello, dear.
Where did you say the box?
In a cavern in...
Now, here's the thing. I already went there.
Revelio. This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
I don't recall seeing anything worthwhile out
To Mrs. Sprottle, but I still need to visit the cave to find Sirona's box of letters. Perhaps I'll find more hawk. Better have a look around. See about the hawk clumps and the box of letters. Incendio! Revelio.
Yeah, I guess I'll find him. All right. Press here 3. Out.